Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for November 3rd, 2017. For your Friday, warm southwesterly winds out ahead of this cold front that's pushing into the area later this afternoon, but it will be another day similar to yesterday in highs. Temperatures will get up into the low to as much as middle 70s down here by Philadelphia, but the winds out of the southwest will help to aid that ahead of this front, and the front comes through during the course of the afternoon, probably mid to late afternoon for most areas, but interior will get into that a little bit sooner, and it could be a few showers along the front for the interior, but this is just going to be very brief and isolated. So we'll move this a little bit forward from this point. This is the early afternoon, and then we get to the evening. You don't even see anything on the global models. Let's go over the NAM high-res future simulated radar. Start this off at 10 a.m. You do see some showers just outside of our coverage area to the northwest here. As we move forward in time, you can see that moves eastward, but there's very little, maybe a little bit across northeastern Pennsylvania, isolated here shown. Here's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, more spotty stuff showing up in east central PA and maybe parts of southeastern Pennsylvania, and that pushes off to the southeast and dissipates as we head toward the evening. So this is not a big deal at all, and most areas will stay dry, but you do have the isolated chance for a shower today with that front as it moves through. Once it does move through, winds are going to come in from the north instead of the southwest, so there's going to be a noticeable change if you're out and about overnight tonight. With the front, once this front goes off to the south and clears the region. So once it does that, wind shift to the north, and you get markedly cooler overnight. And then cooler day here is expected on Saturday as a piece of that trough that's off to the northwest settles in, and you have high pressure moving in as well. So yeah, it will be a cooler day here on Saturday, and expecting partly cloudy for the most part today, or on Saturday, but then we have clouds increase later in the day. Here is late in the day. This is a little wave of low pressure along a warm front. There's a warm front boundary moving off to the northeast here, but you see the precipitation doesn't really get into our area. Maybe our western zones get into a late day shower, but I think most areas will stay dry during the daylight hours. Once we get into the evening and overnight, that's when these showers start moving in from west to east. And then once we get to Sunday morning, it starts to wrap up. You have a few leftover showers here on Sunday morning, probably going to remain mostly cloudy most of the day. Okay, maybe some peaks of sun more so than clouds in the later in the afternoon, but it does look like it's going to be dry for most of the day outside of the morning, and it's going to warm up a little bit because that warm front's now off to the north, but not not like it is today. It's probably going to be, maybe low to mid 60s for highs here on Sunday. And then we have another front coming toward the region here on Monday, so clouds will increase once again. You have afternoon and evening showers with this system moving through. This is another cold front that's going to bring showers, and then cooler air is going to settle in behind this. And it's going to be with us for a while. All this is cool air sitting up here, but instead of just being a transient shot, we have these, 2 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on, 2 days off type thing. This one's going to be sticking around for about a week or so. And then we have another wave of low pressure is going to move off to the south here. This is looking at Tuesday, so I think because of the close proximity of the system, it's going to be probably mostly cloudy here on Tuesday, more clouds than sun. I do think the first wave of that remains largely to the south. Our southern areas could get into a stray shower here on Tuesday, but I do think here on Wednesday is when you have to watch for some morning showers, and you can see that here with another wave moving along that boundary that is off to our south. But because that boundary is off to the south, it's staying cool this entire time, and we're not expecting any warm-ups after this point. All this does with this front being off to the south is reinforces the cold air, cooler than average air, and you can see these lows are going to get down below freezing in many areas. Many freezes coming next week, it looks like, probably Wednesday night, maybe again Thursday night, but temperatures are going to be the low to mid 50s for highs for most areas during that stretch. So it is going to be a lot cooler than what we've seen recently, and longer than what we've seen recently, not these little in and out shots of cool air and then it gets back to warm again. So this one looks like it's going to be hanging around for at least a week for the second week of November. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is our outlook for November 3rd, 2017. Have a great Friday.